Hello friends, nice to meet you again in this video. And for today, I would like to share with you another lesson, Conquer Yourself. And I see this lesson is very useful for us if we can apply and we can manage ourselves, right? If you can manage well yourself, especially at the time of working, right? You can push up the working productivities. So from that, you can be successful in your career. Yeah. So that's why I would like to share this lesson with you. Okay, let's start learning with me. Conquer yourself. To conquer yourself, in addition to destroying negative emotion, you must practice effective time management skills. This is the key to each individual's confidence, powers, and success. So number one, you need to remember, make a time management list. Identifying all your goals to list is the starting point. This is the most basic time management tool. Starting planning your short-term, medium-term, and long-term work right away. It serves as a reminder and motivates you to try to follow your plan within a certain period of time. And number two, sort the list in order of priority. Psychologically, we often deal with work according to our preferences. Easy thing to do first, right? Difficult thing to solve later. But the paradox is that difficult problems become more difficult to solve if we push back in time. Mastering the order of important tasks is essential. People who are successful are not better or smarter than other people. The only difference is they know how to focus on what brings high value and priority. Wasting time on non-priority tasks is very useless. You always have the right to freedom of choice, but let's make a smart decision of choosing a work order. And number three, separate urgent and important tasks. Urgent works are determined by external pressures and demands. You must do this thing immediately. On the contrary, the important work is to evaluate your true performance. Most people spend time during their day responding to urgent tasks. These could be phone calls, requests from superiors or customers. It is necessary to clearly distinguish urgent but not important tasks, such as consulting with colleagues or chatting on the phone. This activity helps us all the time, making us confused with real work. But be alert and separate, they do not bring long-term benefits to you. And number four, handle each task. Focusing on one task at a time is one of the most effective time management techniques. Once you have identified the most important tasks, start working on them in order. And number five, establish habits. Time management skills can only be improved through a daily practice. Completing things on schedule always bring feelings of joy and enthusiasm. This habit will continually open doors of opportunity for you. Every success in life is always a symbol of the victories of perseverance. Remember this. And number six, be strict with yourself. The truth is that you can hardly control all the time, right? You can only control yourself. That's why time management requires self-discipline and self-improvement. You must discipline yourself to avoid getting carried away with all the work. If you feel distracted, repeat to your inner voice, get back to work, boy. It evokes feelings of concentration and returning to unfinished work. I like this recommendation. Be strict with yourself. In this slide, right, we can see many people, they are strict with other people, but they are not strict with themselves. Yeah, it is not good. Okay, so let's come to the next part, right? Now I will explain the meaning of several words for you. The first word I choose to explain for you the word conquer. Okay, conquer, right? Let me try to pronounce again. Conquer, yeah, conquer. It is quite difficult for me, not easy. Conquer, okay, conquer. Conquer for this word, right? In this situation, you can understand it means to succeed in dealing with something, right? Or you can control something. Now in here we use the word conquers to say like this. To conquer yourself, right? In addition to destroying negative emotion, you must practice effective time management skills. To conquer yourself, right? To succeed in controlling yourself, right? In addition to destroying negative emotion, you must practice effective management skills, right? So in here, it's planned for us to understand, right? If you want to conquer yourself, right? Firstly, you must practice effective time management skills. Yeah, it is very important. And after that, you also need to destroy negative emotions. Okay. And for the next word, motivate is the verb, right? Motivate is being you must, right? Somebody want to do something, especially, right? For something that involves hard work and efforts. Okay, let's see the words motivate and how with you. It serves as a reminder. So I need to read the previous sentence, right, to help us can understand the next sentence. Start planning your short-term, medium-term, and long-term work right away. It serves as a reminder and motivates you to try to follow your plan within a certain period of time. Yes, through this paragraphs, right? We understand, right, that if you want to motivate yourself, right, to follow the plan and keep doing, right, until you reach your goals. So you need to start planning your short-term, medium-term, and long-term. Yeah, long-term work right away, right? It is very important. So for right now, you need to build up your plan, right? And you just focus on following your plans to help you can reach the short term, right? And then you consider about your medium term, and can when you can reach a lot of your medium term, and from that you can reach your final goals we call long term. Yeah. And for the next word, paradox, right? Yeah, paradox. Paradox. Let me see. Yeah. Paradox is made, right? Statement containing two opposite ideas. Yes, because that, right, must make case seem impossible or unlikely to do, right? Although it is probably true. Yeah, you can understand like that. And let's see how we use the word paradox. But the paradox is that difficult problems become more difficult to solve if pushed back in time. So we need to read the previous sentences, right, to help us can clearly understand this sentence. Psychologically, we often deal with work according to our preferences. Easy thing to do first, difficult thing to solve later. But the paradox is that difficult problems become more difficult to solve if we push back in time, right? So in here, yeah, for us, right, in working, we do as our preferences. Easy thing, easy work, right, we do first, and difficult work or difficult thing, right, we solve later. But the paradox that for difficult problems become more difficult to solve if we push back in time. So in here, just try to explain for us to understand that we should do as a normal habit, right? We should prioritize to solve the important words. Yes, it is very important, and then you solve less important words. Yes, because the for important words, right? And this you focus on much more, and it you spend much more time. So if you just focus on handling easy words, right? You already spend a lot of your energy, right? And then you feel tired. So we are not sure as you have enough energy and the concentration to solve the important words. So that's why in here, recommend you, right? Should do opposite with your normal thinking. And for the next word, urgent, right? It is adjectives. Yeah, urgent. Yeah, we use this word, right, to describe something that you need to do immediately. For something, right, need to be dealt with immediately, or need to be happen immediately. Okay, and let's see how we use the word urgent. Uh, most people spend time during their day responding to urgent tasks, right? Okay, let me read the previous sentences so we can clearly understand this sentence. Urgent works are determined by external pressure and demands. So here is planned for us to understand, right? Urgent works are determined, right, by external pressure and demands. External pressure suggests for our superior manager, right, requires to do this and it finish it today, right? So we do not have any choice and we need to discuss all the works and just focus on doing that, right, to finish the task we got from our manager, right, in that day. You must do this thing immediately. We do not have a choice, right? On the contrary, the important work is to evaluate your true performance. Most people spend time during the day responding to urgent tasks. So here's just a recommend for us to identify the important works, right? That will evaluate your true performance. Yeah. So in a working rest, if you just focus on the doing and finish the works which are not important, right? So cannot evaluate your performance at the end of the year, right? So you should focus on important works and do well and finish well, right? So at the end of the year, your superior manager can evaluate your performance. Yeah. And for the final words, I want to explain the meaning for you. The words evoke. Yeah, evoke. It is a verb, right? So for the verb evoke, we usually use this word to say evoke something. It means to make you have a feeling or memories or image into your mind, right? That's brings, yeah, that brings a feeling, a memory, or an image in your mind. If we use the word evoke to say evoke something, yeah, evoke something, yeah, it means brings a feeling, a memory, or an image into your mind. Okay, and let's see how we use this word evokes. You must discipline yourself to avoid getting carried away with all the work, right? If you feel distracted, repeat to your inner voice, get back to work. It evokes feelings of concentration and returning to unfinished work, right? So here, recommend to you, right? If you are working and you are distracted, right? And you cannot focus on the current work you are doing, right? And you haven't finished. So you need to talk to your mind, right? Get back to work and try to focus on workings until you finish, right? And then you can relax. So I think for all of us, right, we cannot finish well the task in working just because we are distracted. We cannot focus on working 100%. If you can practice and you have the habits that you can focus 100% in working, I'm sure that you will be successful in a career, right? But to define success in this life, it is quite complicated. We need to be successful in careers, and we also need to be successful in a relationship with our families, right, and our beloved people. Okay. Thanks for watching my video, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.